Welcome to our YouTube channel Pradhan IT Trainer. Today in this video we are going to discuss a new topic. In this video we are going to configure Kickstart in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. Kickstart means automated OS installation in network connections. Kickstart method to install n number of server at the same time, because this method does not require user interventions while installation process. So for this scenario we having a Red Hat server and we having a client. Now this server and the client connected through the internet. Now here in the client machine we will install operating systems without the user interventions. We can access the operating systems and its parameter to install in the machines. It will access through the remote machine of the Red Hat Linux server. So let's do our lab session. First we will check the IP address of the system with the command ifconfig enp0s3. So here we can see here the IP address is 192.168.1.1. After that we will see the yum is configured in this system or not. So we will see the repo list of the yum. The command is yum space repo list. So here we can see the two folder like AppStream and base OS is already installed in the system. Next we have to install FTP package. For that we having command yum install vs ftpd package name. For that you have to give the asterisk symbol and enter. So here you will get the message, the installations process. So it will take a time to install the packages. Installations after that completed, we will get the message. Already we have installed the package. So here it is giving the message, the package already installed. After the installations, next we will edit the configuration file of vs ftpd. So we having a command vi /etc /vs ftpd /vs ftpd.conf. enter. Here we will change the sequence number. For that colon SCNU to get the number in the sequence line. So here we will go the in the listen equal to no is there, we will change into yes and remove the hash symbols. Here we will for the IP version 6 we will put the hash symbols to make it disable. Save this file. So we'll escape shift colon WQ not symbol to save and quit. So here we will restart the FTP service. The command is systemctl restart vs ftpd dot service. Enter. Now to permanently restart the service we have to change restart into enable. The command is systemctl's enable vsftp.service. Next what we have to do, we have to see the Anaconda file with the command ls. So here you can see that Anaconda ks.cfg file. Now we will open this file with a cat command and we will see all the parameters which we are going to install in the remote machines, like the services and the partitions, the boot, root, swap. These all partition he wants to configure in the remote machine. The same parameters it will install in the remote machines. So we'll just copy this file in the FTP locations. So the path is where FTP pub, enter. After that, what we have to do, we have to give the full permission to this file so that we can access from the remotely also. The command is chmod 777 and the Anaconda file path. So here the server process is completed. Now you will go to the client machine and will boot from the CD. We'll put the tab command, and below here we will write ks equal to ftp colon / and IP address of the FTP server 192.168.1.1 /pub / anaconda -ks.cfg. Enter. Now it will take a time. Now here it is testing the CD. Now it will take a time. Here it is connected with the server. Now the booting process started. Now whatever the parameters we have given in the Anaconda file, now the same parameters it is going to install here automatically without user interventions. You can see all the parameters: live localizations, keyboard, language support, date and time, software installations, then installation sources, software selections, installation destinations, kdump, networks, security policies, all the parameters it will install automatically. So here the process is started. Here the root password also it will take automatically, so it will take a time to install. You have to wait for some time. Here we are skipping the process. Here you will get the time to reboot. Click on the reboot button. After that, system will restart. Here the system is booting. It will take a time. Here we will license information for the agreement. So here we will click on the I accept the license agreement and done. Next, what you have to do, we have to set the username and the password. So here you will get the message to type the username. We have given the user1. Then next, so here we will give the password to get it confirmed. So that the system will log in. Here you can see the system has login. So like this we can install the operating system from the remote server. After that the system will log out again. So we will log in from the root user and you will type the password. So here the system will log in once again. Here you can see the Red Hat, the main screen. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel and have a nice day.